Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pal bank. ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Man Utd UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Hi guys, welcome to Leicester Fan TV, the Friday night Fanzone show. Unfortunately, you're going to have to put up with this face once more. I wish all the best to Locks. Hope you're well, mate. Tonight I'll be joined by Josh, aka Sportser, and the regulars of the show also. So, more importantly, we want your views and your comments, so get them in. It'd be much appreciated. And let's get on with the show as we preview Leicester City versus Manchester United in the FA Cup quarter-final game on Sunday. So before we invite Josh in, let's get a few comments in. Hello. Maz Redway, hello. Andrew Hurst Ergy, evening. Donna White, hello. So, guys, what are your thoughts ahead of Sunday? Which players would you put in, and what would your setup be, your formation, and your score predictions? Oh, no. It's a shame, isn't it? Peter, that's a massive match for us. Have to be absolute all out. Definitely, Peter. I wouldn't disagree. We need our strongest team possible. And we just need to stay in the game as long as we can and take our chances when given. Hello. James Davis says we can beat Muck United. Definitely, James. I'm feeling confident ahead of Sunday, just like everybody else will be. It's a massive game from a spectator's point of view, but I definitely think we can get through to the next round, and we've got the squad good enough to do it. Mohammed, hello. Jasmine Rugg says we need to put out our best side. Yes, definitely. Jamie Lee McQuillan says, I've heard of Man United may have a lack of strikers. Yes, I'm hearing Marcus Rashford's out and Anthony Martial on Sunday. I'm not sure about Edison Cavani. He stayed in the UK yesterday when they flew out to Milan, so I'm not sure what's happening there. But guys, a massive game on Sunday. What's your thoughts? Will it be a run in the park? Will Man United be lackluster after the win against Milan? Will Solskjaer make changes? What do you guys think? Or do you think Leicester and Man United will put their strongest teams out and go and lock horns? James, Cameron Parker, hi, yes, I'm okay, thank you. Jamie Davis, 2-0 to the Foxes. Fantastic. Andrew Hurst Ergy says Leicester formation 10-10-10. What's that on the line, Andy? Or Mayon says, hi, Jack. Come on, you Blues. Foxes never quit, of course. Matt Marrow says, without Ricardo, thought it's going to be a tough game. Kelechi and Vardy need to fly from the start. Yeah, definitely. I think Ricardo will be a big miss, guys. At the weekend, it's just a shame that he's got injured. We need all our key players. On Sunday, do you go for a Jose Perez behind Callum Vardy, or do you go for the Dennis Pratt option where you can use the Belgian trio? David Gavin, hello. Big game for Manchester United on Sunday. Yeah, it's a massive game for both sides, Dave. I think, we just need to stay focused and, like I say, take our chances when we get them. So I'm really looking forward to it. David Bull says we need to revenge for the last game of last season when they nicked our Champions League, plus revenge for the 1963 Cup final, which I vividly remember. Yeah, I'm too young to remember that, but I mentioned it to the guy who joined me yesterday on the show from the Stretford Paddock, which I thought was a great chat. Mayon Taylor says 2-0. Fantastic, yeah. All confident tonight, are we? No penalties, I hope. Robert Kellis says, I think last week's team played really well. Play the same team, will win by 2 goals. Yeah, straight team. I wouldn't change it. I'd stay with the same team and just keep going. Dan Marson says it will be Albrighton flying down the wing 2-0 up, but not nervous at all. I reckon Albrighton will start, obviously, with Ricky P injured. So what do you guys think? Will we go a Marty, or will it be the case that Castagna plays right back and a Marty comes in it right back again? Mayon says, I hate Manchester United, don't we all? Ben Cross says, I'm going for a 3-2 win. They're going to be goals flying in on Sunday. Yeah, hopefully in their net and not ours. So, guys, let's bring in Chris. Josh is not joined us yet, so let's bring Chris in and get his thoughts ahead of Sunday. Chris, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. So what are your thoughts ahead of Sunday's game then? Do you think it'll be an even game? What are you expecting to happen?
I mean, it's one of those games where I really don't know what's going to happen. Because in my heart, as a Leicester fan, of course, I'm rooting for us to win. But in my head, we're playing at home. We've lost 5 times at home, and Man United are undefeated away.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those things. I really don't know which way it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, the fact that Rashford's out is a bit of a boost for us. I call him Babyface. Babyface Rashford. That's what I call him. Just because he's too young. But no.
Yeah.
So, the fact that he's out, but Cavani, he avoided the Milan trip because they said he wasn't fit to fly, not because he was injured. So that could mean he's still there, and if he is still there, that will be a fight.
Definitely.
I'm even struggling on a score prediction, if I'm honest. I reckon it's going to be 2-1, but I don't know which way. I really don't. In my
Chris,
heart
you've
of heart,
got a
of
battle
course,
for the blue side,
in my heart of heart, of course, I want Leicester to win. But again, I'm thinking we're playing at home. We've lost 5 times at home. Man United are undefeated away. Yeah. We haven't beaten Man United for a while. Probably since that 5-3 win over them.
Yeah.
I think that was the last time we beat Man United. So it's going to be a toughie. As I say, I'm going to say 2-1, but I'm not sure which way.
Which team would you pick out then, Chris? Because we've got obviously Ricardo injured. Who do you bring in for Ricardo? Do you go Albrighton, or do you push Castagna out to the wing and bring a Marty? And what are your thoughts?
I mean, we got Pereira out, but at the same time, we've also potentially got Pratt back.
Yeah,
and that's a big boost for us. So I'm definitely saying Pratt needs to go. If he is fit enough, he needs to be in the team straight up.
Yeah.
I think a back 3 has done us good these past couple of games. So I'd say keep the back 3 with the 2 wingers, and basically get Pratt into the side. Possibly I'd say Pratt with Tielemans would be good. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if we rest Tielemans. Because
Ross Werner's gone 2-1 to Leicester. It just seems like everyone's confident, Chris. Is it that Man United will make changes on Sunday? Because I can't see them putting a full strength side out because of they'll think about injuries and that. With the international break around the corner, I guess from a Man United perspective, all of their players are going to be going on international break, aren't they? Like the likes of Rashford, Maguire, Lindelof for Sweden, De Gea for Spain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think with Solskjaer, it's going to have a massive headache. And
But I mean,
it's who he
we've
goes
also
for.
got Castagna and Pratt and Tielemans all playing for Belgium. So
The Belgian trio.
Yeah, absolutely, the Belgian trio. Yeah. So we're going to have a few internationals as well. So thinking on that front, will we put a full strength squad out? And I honestly don't think they'll have the international break in mind. I think they'll want to go for this.
Yeah. Right, Chris, we're going to invite Tom Wyatt in. Tom, are you ready to come in?
Hello.
Right, Tom. Evening, mate. What are your thoughts ahead of Sunday then, Tom? And what sort of team you think of looking at?
Mainly the same one that Chris has said, but to play devil's advocate here, and every time I've been on this chat, I'm always playing devil's advocate, aren't I?
Yeah.
People are going, oh well, if Pratt's fit, if Rodgers thinks he's ready, we should play him. But go back a couple of weeks, the League Cup, the Europa League matches, Rodgers came out and went, Soyuncu, Ricardo, they're fit, they're going to play. And not to get at people, but how many people went, oh, okay, if they're fit, play them. And then the moment they got injured, how many people came on the channel and sat there and went, oh, well, Rodgers, you've messed up again. This is terrible. And you go, well, can't have it both ways. If you go, they need to play, they just come back from injury, there's the chance this is not going to be a light match. They're not going to wuss around it. I think from the get-go, this is going to be a tough match. There will be tackles flying in. And someone like that, he's just come back from injury. If I was Rodgers, I'd go, I'll bring you on at 60 minutes. When someone like Fernandez, they're starting to flag a bit. They've been out in Milan. Right, Pratt, I'll bring you on. You're going to sit in there, sit in the CDM, try and push up a bit, and you're going to try and catch Fernandez on the ropes.
Yeah.
Not to play devil's advocate. I don't like doing it too much.
But also, there's also the fact that we Brendan Rodgers came out and said after our Europa exit, he said, our main priority is FA Cup.
Oh yeah.
He said one of the factors that was the FA Cup. So with that in mind, he's then got to pull a full strength squad out. He has to.
But it's one of those things. We want the FA Cup. I'm too young to remember any of those finals, but both my dad and my granddad have watched at least one of them and keep sitting there going, 4 finals, never won it. Yep. But is this going to be one of these things? If we play a full strength side, and we go out and we beat Man U 1-0, but Pratt goes off injured again, and they go, he's out for another 2 months. And Leicester go on and say we go on and win the FA Cup, but Pratt gets injured, and we, rather than finishing 3rd or 4th, Chelsea overtake us and someone else does, and we finish 5th. How many people are then going to sit there and go, well, we got silverware, so well done, lads. How many people are going to go, well, that's another season. We've not made Champions League and we've messed it up at the end. So as Rodgers, you go, I've got to balance it.
Yeah. So how do you guys think the season's gone so far for Leicester? Are you happy where we are? With obviously 9 games to go, where do you actually think the points tally will take us, and how many points do you actually think we're going to get?
We've got a tough couple of games. Our last 3 games are no easy feat. Chelsea, Chelsea away, Spurs at home, Man United away.
Yeah, but just remember, one of them bottles every game, so
True. But you just seen they've just gone out in the Europa League, so Jose's going to send them out with a.
My point exactly.
Rocket. But the point is that he's going to send them out with a rocket up there, isn't he? Because he's now battling for he's fighting for his job, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I think if he doesn't.
What kind of players do you think will threaten Leicester, and what kind of Leicester players do you think will threaten United on Sunday?
Well, you got to say Fernandez. He's a class act.
Cavani, if he is playing.
Yeah, but it's one of those things you've seen. If you can close Fernandez off, Man United seem to.
Yeah,
they struggle. But the main thing is you've got to close.
I think Man United do what a lot of teams do, not just in the Premier League but all over, where they have a really strong front, but also a really weak defense.
Yeah.
So it's happened so many times.
Could see Shaw doing that.
if we can exploit that, then we're laughing.
Oh yeah. Nah, because see, Luke Shaw, he seems to have come into a little bit of form right now, doesn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He could be even again. I know it's Man City, but Man City probably the best defense in the league, and Shaw he walked straight through that, didn't he? And it was a beautiful goal, well taken. So Evans, Fofana, and Soyuncu have got to be on.
How would you guys sum up Harry Maguire? I know he gets called the £85 million fridge, but from a Leicester fan in a Man United perspective, where do you look at Harry Maguire? Will he be the one to be the villain, or will he be a hero?
No. Any team, any sort of player that wants to leave because they want more, shall we say, success in that. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that Maguire did have some good years with us.
Yeah.
And he's paid for our training ground, which we're grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I mean he's not a villain.
I think he went around it the right way, though. At times, like Maguire never promised anything. He never came out and went, "I will be staying." Like some players did. He went, "If the offer comes in, like Kante, if it comes in,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go." He didn't do a Mahrez and, "Oh well, you've not accepted the offer. I'm going to throw my rattle out the pram." And he went around it in a professional manner and went, "Look, I want to leave. If Man U comes in, he's a Sheffield United fan, but he's also a United fan." So you go,
yeah,
it's a team. It's like if, bizarrely, say if Bruno Fernandes came out and went, "All my life I've been a Leicester City fan, and Leicester went on in 2 years' time, won the Champions League, and went, Bruno, would you come?" If you've been a lifelong fan, you would obviously go, "Yeah, go on, I want the opportunity." So he's got the opportunity to play at United. He takes it, doesn't he? So
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think Bruno Fernandes, he just has how do you put it? He has like a thing for diving, and they call him Fernandes, don't they? From other clubs. So I guess with Fernandes, he's a very class act, isn't he? Like you say, but he gets a name for himself due to how many penalties he gets and how many Man United get. So, what do you guys think?
I do think he goes down way too easy. But look at some of the players we've had in the last couple of years.
I was going to say, who doesn't?
When Rodgers first came in as manager, how many times did every Leicester fan I'd watch this and you'd sit there and go, "Maddison, why have you gone down there?" And rightfully in that early match, he got sent off, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Started going down too much. Burnley at home, and the referee went, "Look, you've not been touched, lad. You're already on a booking. Off you go." And it's made him realise, actually, he's still not brilliant for it, but he's got to be a little bit smarter. Fernandes, he's not been brought up yet. The referees, he's a United player, so they just go, bit of natural biasm. You go, "Well, he's playing for United," and it's against little old Leicester, because we're still seen by the FA as little old Leicester, aren't we? So someone like Evans doesn't touch him, but Fernandes goes down. Natural bias in the referee's head. You go, a player like Fernandes playing at United against Leicester, he's been clicked on. It's a penalty.
Is the check in the post, Jack?
I think so. I hope so. Nah, I do it because I love football and I love my club. So it's just something that I really enjoy doing. I had my show yesterday, which went well with Alex from the Stretford Paddock. So I'm sure you guys might want to check that out on YouTube. But right, guys, before I let you two go, what's your score predictions ahead of the weekend?
I said 2-1, but I don't know which way. So I'm going 1-2 or 2-1.
Ever the pessimist, because I went into the Sheffield United match being a pessimist and I thought we'd lose 1-0, so it seems to be going quite well for me right now.
In the heart of hearts, I want Leicester to win.
In my heart, I want Leicester to win, but FA Cup
it's Man United.
FA Cup final.
We've not got a great record.
1-0. I want Leicester to win. I've got my perfect final set up.
Yeah.
Perfect final. Leicester-Chelsea. I wasn't alive 1997, but because of my dad, I have a hatred to Chelsea because of that FA Cup match, because that was never a penalty. That was never a penalty at the Bridge, and now I'm sitting there going, I want to beat Chelsea either in the semis or the final, and I want Leicester to do it properly. No dodgy penalties. I want them to beat them properly and go, that makes up for it. Not that I'm bitter.
Right
Not
then,
much.
guys. I'm going to let you two
Not
go.
much.
And come on, Leicester.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Right then, guys. So, Gray, are you ready to come in? Let's bring him in. Evening, Gray.
Oh yeah,
It's the Gray and Jack show tonight. Now we're taking over.
You all right?
Yeah, good, mate. You. So, what's your thoughts ahead of Sunday's game against Man United?
Listen, I'm just going to come on tonight and finish off where I left off last weekend. Slate Nacho, because Nacho must have watched the show last weekend, took my criticism on board,
Yeah.
and then played like a legend. So Nacho stopped running around the pitch like Kevin out of Kevin and Perry, and just played the same as he did last weekend against Sheffield United. I'll eat my hat. I gave the poor lad criticism when it went. It probably was a bit sort of deserved, but you know what? I'm a big man. I'll eat my hat. So, sorry, Nacho.
I don't see you eating your hat yet, Gray. Is it? How far are you through it?
I've ate it already, mate. I ate it while I was waiting for you to click me on.
Oh, that was quick.
I just want to ask you something, Jack. Well, while the lads,
Yes, go on,
while
mate.
you were just chatting with the lads there, you kept sniggering to yourself as you were reading.
What it was with my laptop internet went off. I don't know why, but I couldn't put the comments up. But now I've got like full control back again. It's working up again. So I just had a few technical problems on the laptop end.
Nothing to do with the private messages you were getting. No.
So what's your score prediction, Gray, ahead of the weekend then?
I've gone 2-2 at work on the bet at work after 90 minutes. So I'll take a 2-2 because that's a winning score for me. It's going to be a tough game. They're going to come at us. We need to have the same mentality as we did last weekend, and we'll do all right.
Okay.
We'll do all right.
That's
Hi, Mayon.
fine. Yeah, Mayon's on the show, Gray.
Yeah, yeah. You're right, lad. Pardon me.
So, what sort of team are you looking on putting out then, Gray?
Same one as last week.
Dennis Pratt?
No, good for the same team as last week. Why would you change something that works so well and then demoralise the lads that played so well?
No, I've been all right, Ross. FIFA's nothing.
Reece, you didn't play me at FIFA. Get back to your salad.
So, are you confident then, Gray, ahead of Sunday?
50-50, isn't it? Easy, big head. Hope you're well. See, this is going to turn into a show of abuse. So, I'm going to love you and leave you. And we'll have a catch up tomorrow.
Yeah, great. See you then. Look
Take
after yourself,
mate. And
see
you, mate.
mate.
See you later. Bye. Bye.
Right then, guys, we're going to bring Mayon on. Let's get Mayon's point of view ahead of Sunday. Mayon, you all right, mate?
Win. How you doing, legend?
Yes, good, you, mate. You?
What a great win. What a great win against Sheffield United. 5-0, they are shit.
So what are you thinking ahead of Sunday then? What are your thoughts?
I think we go at them, get a win, get win the FA Cup.
Yeah.
I don't like to come United.
You don't? Who
Bruno,
would you say your favourite Leicester player is then?
Yeah, I think that's a win 2-1.
You do. Who do you think's going to score then, Mayon?
In actually again. And
Yeah.
Vardy.
That's good.
Also
Can I?
And also Bruno is always diver.
Yeah. Can I get a come on Leicester before you go?
Man United might be knackered from Europa League.
I hope so. I think Ollie will make quite a few changes. Can I get a come on Leicester before you go, man?
Yeah. I've just got feeling Leicester will win against them. I just got feeling.
Yeah,
my wife fall over. Slip over.
Yeah.
And he break his do hamstring.
Hopefully Maguire will be a villain and saving Leicester rather than his Man United. So
or a goal.
Hopefully a red card.
Yeah. Have you seen my video for Manchester United?
Everyone go and check out the Silver Fox on YouTube. Mayon is obviously a creator on YouTube and he creates quite a lot of Leicester content, preview games and stuff like that. So go and check him out. And thanks for coming on, Mayon.
And up the Foxes and come on, you
Foxes. All right, thanks for coming on, mate. Right then, so that was Mayon. So guys, let's get your score predictions ahead of Sunday. So what are your score predictions? And let's also bring in Jono. Are you ready to come on, mate? Evening, mate. How are you?
Hi, mate. How you doing? Hi, Jack.
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
So what are your thoughts ahead of Sunday then, Jono?
I think that we should give it a really good go. And if we do that, I think we can beat them. Simple as that. I think they had a game last night. It looks like half their strike force or most of their strike force is injured. So that's pretty good. And so I think if we give them a good, if we turn up and give them a good performance, no reason why we can't win. And I think we can win quite convincingly 3-1. I really think if we turn up and give them a good going like we did, we put in the performance last week, then there's no reason why we can't beat them.
So talking on the Sheffield United game, Jono, do you think he'll make changes or do you think he'll keep the same? Obviously, Ricky P is going to be out on Sunday. So who do you bring in for him? Will it be Albrighton and Marty?
Is Ricky P out? Is he? I didn't know Ricky P was out.
Yeah, he's out to the after the international break. So
is he? Yeah, probably a good thing. Save his legs. I don't know if he'd be called up anyway, but yeah, I think Albrighton coming on. I think he made the difference, didn't he? Coming on against Sheffield United. Ricky P didn't have his best game, did he? So he didn't, in the first half. So when he changed it at half time, I think that Albrighton always gives you a good showing, doesn't he? So I think probably do the same. Start Albrighton, I would say. But yeah, I don't know how many people are fit. I haven't really looked into it yet. So I don't see why he shouldn't start the same team. I think he had a good balance to it. So yeah, I would go with the same team.
I think that's where Brendan Rodgers needs to look at it. Obviously, from a Man United perspective, Jono, playing in the Europa League last night, they played quite a strong team, didn't they? So will Ollie make changes against Leicester? I'm not sure. What do you think?
I think he will because, first of all, he's got Martial out, hasn't he, from what I know? And Cavani looks doubtful. Rashford also looks like he might have picked up some knock or something. So from that point of view, they could be a little bit toothless going forward. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. But I'm not worried about. I mean, Fernandes, I think, is the only player that we really need to keep an eye on. If we track him and keep an eye on him, I think, and Ndidi is the perfect guy to be doing that kind of thing, isn't he? I think if we keep an eye on Fernandes and keep him quiet, then I think this could be a good result for us.
So, do you think, from a Leicester perspective, are we missing Maddison and Barnes? Someone Mayon says, Jono, or have we got enough creativity there?
No doubt. There's no doubt you're going to miss players of that quality, isn't there? But I think I think what Brendan Rodgers has showed though is that when Barnes is out of the team, he adapts the starting lineup. He adapts the formation to suit the players that he's got. I don't think you could play Barnes in the same system that he played with two up front with Nacho and Vardy. I don't see how you'd play Barnes in that formation. So what he's done is reverted the team or formed the team around what the players he's got. So playing Nacho up front, he's having a good run. I think let's just keep putting him in and see how he gets on. Him and Vardy seem to be striking up a partnership. I think if Barnes was fit, that might cause a few problems with Brendan to work out how he's going to fit them all in, because I think he'd have to play a different system if Barnes was fit. I think if Maddison was fit, I think there's an argument to say maybe he could slot in instead of Perez. But Perez did well at the weekend as well. So, he's a good player, I think, to have in and around the squad. I don't like people bashing Perez because, he hasn't always shown his best in every single game, but he's been played out of position a lot. And if you look at the quality he brings, he's a decent guy to have around the squad for not necessarily a starting place, but as a backup. So I don't like people bashing him because I think he's a quality player to have in and around the squad.
Yeah, I think on Sunday though, Jono, it showed a different side to Vardy, Kelechi and Perez, didn't it? They wanted the game and they took the fight to Sheffield United. They proved quite pivotal with how we was playing. Kel looked hungry, so did Perez. And it just shows with Brendan, he wants them to be like that. He wants them to prove themselves why they should be in the team. And I think them two definitely did that on Sunday.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, I don't know whether we should get too carried away with a 5-0. It was definitely a great performance from the guys, but they were playing against a very poor team. Man United will be a different kettle of fish altogether when it comes to the quality that we're coming up against. But that's not to say I don't think if we play in the same way that we can't get a result. But Sheffield United were desperately poor, weren't they? And we showed them by putting on a good performance. We showed how poor they were, really. So I think, it's not going to be a walkover in the same way that Sheffield United was. But I think, we can still win convincingly if we turn up and put a performance in like we did.
Yeah, definitely. I don't see why we can't go through, Jono, on Sunday. If we can take the fight to Manchester United and go about it the right way, I think we can definitely get through. Because Man United, they don't expect teams to attack them. They're just one of them teams who like to see teams attack off the ball and just sit back. And Man United have obviously got the pace in Rashford and Greenwood, Martial. But Martial, they'll be missing. Not sure about Rashford. But they've still got the threat there, haven't they, to cause Leicester problems. But I think we've got our own problems to cause them as well. So let's get on Ross's Rolls, a.k.a. Leicester Food TV.
Rolls!
What's it like up in Yorkshire then, Ross?
Grim. I mean, it's grim anyway, but I'd rather be in Yorkshire than Hull, that's for sure. I mean, God created Hull by accident, I think. Anyway, enough about that. Sam, how's everyone doing?
Yes, good.
What's the scrum tonight?
That's for sure. Definitely no haircut.
Question is, Ross, what's for dinner tonight then?
Well, I'm just about to flip my chips over. They've been in for like 10 minutes. Give me a sec. Hang on. I don't want to burn my Sims. So I've got my Sims.
Let's have a good look.
No. I'm not showing you yet because on a pastry I always put milk. I don't know if any of you do it. You put a little bit of milk on top of the pastry so it doesn't burn. And then it burns at first, but then when you do it, you scrape it off and then it's completely fine. So I'll wait till it's completely done and I'll send you all a picture.
Top tip there. Top tip.
Looking forward to it, Ross. Everyone's
better than the salad,
views of MasterChef.
You just touched on the Sheffield United game. Obviously, they were they're still in mourning. It sounds like he's died, but no, it sounds like in mourning. Obviously, they've just lost Wilder to he's left and stuff. But obviously, Manchester United will be a different kettle of fish. So I'll give me a second. Let me read that. Got an underrated recipe for us: sweet corn in the microwave when they are hot. I grated cheese and mayo, stir well. They had chicken kit. Oh, that does sound nice actually. No, I'm having steak pie with chips and beans, and I'm putting grated cheese on grated cheese on my beans, cheesy beans.
Nice.
That's the menu tonight. But no, I mean, Man Utd a bit different kettle of fish. I mean, you touched on Jono about Perez. I predicted he'd score.
Yeah.
You know, his last 3 league goals have been against Sheffield United. I was buzzing. Obviously, I did my own watch along. I was buzzing when we scored. I was Jack's video. It was quite fun. But no, it'll be very tough on Sunday on BBC. I've got BBC One, so there's no one's going to be delayed behind for once.
Ahmed Musa, the former
That's a good
ex-Leicester
point, yeah.
player, says we are underdogs for Sunday, which is good.
Oh, do you know what? Right, I actually saw Musa's last ever goal for Leicester when we played Sheffield United. Ironically, Sheffield United in the League Cup, and I've still got the video. And I'm going to post it in the chat in a bit. So you can't really see much. And we were 3-1 up, right? Bearing in mind they were a League One side at the time, Sheffield United. And Musa, we're all going, Musa, that game to score. Every time we got the ball, like, go on, Musa. And then when we scored, it was like we just won in the last minute. Fans ran up pitch. They were going, Musa's on fire. It was unbelievable. So I want to win the FA Cup. I've already said, I want to win the FA Cup. It's like, you know, when you want something, you really want it. I want the FA Cup. It's the one cup that defines us now. Obviously, we all remember Wickham. That was, I reckon, if we'd have beaten that year, we would have gone on to win the FA Cup. Blackburn, 2004, we should have won that game, but dick-off penalty. Chelsea, about 3 times in the quarters. You know, so we need to take this seriously. Because last year, I don't think we took it seriously. Because I think it was not long. Because it only just started the lockdown, didn't it? You know, the project restart. Now, obviously, we've got used to it. I think we've got more of a chance of winning this game than we did when we played Chelsea that time back in the day.
Jono,
Yeah,
so talking about
the Chelsea
record,
game, we were really poor, weren't we? I remember the Chelsea game last year. We were really poor, and we were like, well, you know, I think, like you say, we've got used to the lockdown scenario and how to play without the fans now. And I still think that if we play like we did last week, we'll get a result. I think Man U haven't got any attackers, it seems, but they're one of those really annoying teams that just seem to win 1-0. They're like Arsenal used to be back in the 80s. They just seem to scrape a 1-0 here and there, and just, you know.
That's what we did. We did when we won league. All them 1-0s that people were saying. But at the end of the day, you know, as long as you don't concede, if you score, that's it. And we've got to watch out for Bruno Fernandes. I mean, he said he turns up against big teams, so he might not turn up Sunday.
Talking about the record, boys, against Man United, Leicester have won once in the last 5 cup meetings against Manchester United. Obviously, one of them being in 1963 cup final at Wembley, where we lost 3-1. I guess Sunday we'll want our luck to be in our favour, won't we? And we'll want to overrule that, won't we, on Sunday going into the game?
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, you know, because people said at the beginning, you know, before when. Okay, so that was a strange comment, but I was just going to say, you know, when we were in the Europa League, everyone said, "Oh, we want to win the Europa League and the Europa League." Now we're out. We suddenly all want to win the FA Cup. My intention since before we got knocked out, I've been on a few times, is the FA Cup. We're record losing finalists. We want to get rid of that. We want to win this cup. You know, yes, whatever the conference stuff, I'm not bothered about that. I just want to win the FA Cup.
I totally get that, Ross. When we were in the Europa League, I was like, that would have been my priority, I think, partly because you're in the FA Cup every year, where Europa, you haven't got that many chances to win it. But now we've been knocked out, I think you're absolutely right. We should be going for it full guns blazing now. You know, we've only got to the end of the season, we've got a game a week, more or less. So, there's no reason why we can't play the full strength team. If we were still in the Europa League, then that then causes questions about which lineup do you put out, blah blah blah. But I think now, you know, we haven't got that problem. We should be going for it. You know,
in a way, I'm glad we're at the Europa League. In a way, because you know, I reckon if we were still in the Europa League, we wouldn't have won 5-0 on Sunday, even with this while they're leaving business. I think it's given us a week off completely. Tielemans was absolutely shattered before anything. He's had a week off. He's been brilliant passing. And obviously, Man U coming up. I mean, then afterwards, Man City in the league. I mean, the last time we played them, well, we all know what happened at the Etihad, or the City of Manchester Stadium, as I still like to call it. But I've already given my prediction. It's on Instagram, Emirates Instagram page. Thanks, Jack.
That's all right.
Like that. So I've gone with 2-0 Leicester, Kelechi Iheanacho, and Vardy. I've got
Sunday.
Yep, that's what I've gone for. 100%. I think
we can beat them by 2 goals. I think they will probably score, but I think we can score 3. I think we'll get 3-1.
What you got to understand is Manchester United have not, as far as I'm aware, they've not lost away this season, unless someone could correct me on that.
There's a first for everything, Ross.
That is true. We've had this a lot of times. We've not beaten Arsenal since this. We've not done this. So I think it's about time we start. Well, we break records since records began. But I think the problem is that I'm going to say it right now. You can screen record this or go back on it. There will be a VAR decision that's either 2 ways. It's either going to be for us. We were like, whoa, we got away with that. Or it's going to be, how on earth was that a penalty, or that our VAR went against us, where something's going to go down. VAR. It's Manchester United we're playing.
Yeah.
I'm going to focus on good old Musa. Musa is on fire. But no, I think it'd be very good. I mean, it'd be tough because obviously BBC. The problem is we're a worldwide audience. It's not on BT. It's not on Sky. It's on actual. Well, I won't say free TV because we still pay £12 a month for TV license, but it's on Freeview TV, should I say? So we've got to step up the game. We need to step up. Now is the time. Step up, and we're going to do it. I think we'll do it.
Right then, boys. Before we wrap up the show, what would be a message to the boys on Sunday?
You go first, Jono.
To the Bull boys?
No,
to the boys. It's to the boys.
The ball boys, yeah. Well, keep throwing the ball. That's what.
Throw quicker.
Don't get kicked like Hazard kicked that ball boy once.
To me, would be start quickly. Let's get into them straight away, and try to get the first goal. I think if we do that, we'll set the foundation to get a good result. I hate it when we don't turn up in the first half and we play in the second half. I don't know whether that's a tactic or whether that's deliberate. If it is, it's really annoying. I really hope that we just get started straight away from the first whistle and really try to, get a foothold in the game early. That would be my message. And we beat them 5-3. I'd love to beat them 6-3 this time.
I'll never forget that game. That 5-3. That is one of the best. My favourite Premier League match. I couldn't go to it because I was working away, but one of my favourite games I ever watched on TV. It was just, you wouldn't have thought it. You know, that team, it was all based on Falcao. Don't get me wrong, it was crack, not for Man U, but for everywhere else, it's been brilliant, Falcao. It was all focused on Falcao and Di Maria, even though he's got a great goal and all that stuff. But Vardy ran that show. Cambiasso, Dean Hammond. I always remember the greatest commentary ever. Hammond has a go and Cambiasso. Brilliant. But my message to the boys is just step up. Don't screw up. Straight at him. Attack. It's all about the attack. And I think we definitely need to win on Sunday. Just don't forget about everything that's happened. Focus on this game. We're going to win on Sunday. We're going to go to, for some reason, Wembley. Oh, here's one very quickly. Hey, I want to ask you two this question. I asked my mate last night. Should they bring back when they get to the FA Cup semi-final, should they go back to when they were playing at neutral grounds like Villa Parks, your Old Traffords, your Hillsboroughs, the stadiums? That was a topic I was talking to my friend last night. Do you think they should bring that back?
I quite like that tradition.
Tradition. Wembley was all about get you one time going to Wembley. Oh my God, we're going to Wembley. The final. No, oh my God, we're going to semi-final. Then you're going again. It's just pointless.
No, I'm quite old school in that respect. I think the final should be left for Wembley, and it kind of detracts a bit from having the semi-final at Wembley. Kind of detracts from the final being there in a way. I I like having it in a neutral ground. I think that was good when that was going on.
I love
But
it.
I know why they've done it. They need to pay back the mortgage on Wembley, don't they? That's why they've got semi-finals there as well.
It would have been nicer. I mean, it was just, I was talking about it last night. I just thought, you know, they should bring that back because, you know, teams like, for example, when Wickham's and Blackburn's, Lincoln Cities, you know, never get a chance to go to Old Trafford's or places like that. Hell, Leicester could have even been a neutral ground. That'd be sick. So that'd be good. So, you know, all Yorkshire.
Right, boys. Thanks for joining me tonight. It's been a pleasure speaking to you both and everybody else who's come on tonight. It's been much appreciated. And hopefully we go through to the next round on Sunday.
No worries. Well, see you boys if you're coming on PS4 in a bit, whatever.
Been a pleasure. Cheers, Jono.
Later.
Cheers, Ross.
Is that a bit?
That was Ross and Jono, guys, giving their preview ahead of Sunday. I want to thank everybody for the likes and the comments. It's really appreciated. It means a lot to the channel. Let's get a few more comments in. Andy Medhurst says London clubs love playing at Wembley. So, guys, talking of what Ross has said, where do you think the semi-final should be held? Should it be Wembley or should it be at neutral grounds like it used to be? Because from my perspective, I'd leave Wembley to the final. What do you guys think? Get it in the comments below. And one other thing, Jamie's show, the Fox's Aftermath / preview show, will be on Sunday at 10 o'clock. Locks will be back on Friday next week. And on Sunday, we've got the watch-along of Leicester City versus Manchester United in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Locks and Tom will be taking you through, and I'll be joining Jamie and Phil pre-match, as well as the regulars coming on Sunday. So, one other comment, Andy Medhurst says Defo Villa Park. Yeah, I think it should be like it used to be. Alison, yeah, much appreciated, mate. Extreme Kill says leave Wembley to the final. Yeah, I much agree with that, mate, for sure. Facebook user says, I think we should play at Wembley. Ahmed Musa, it's not the actual Ahmed Musa. Neutral in the semis, and then Wembley is the final. Yeah, definitely. I think it should be go back to how it used to be. One other comment. Mayon, the Silver Fox, says defo to Manchester City's ground. Right, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you again for joining me tonight. I know I'm not your usual face on a Friday night. So, yeah, thank you for the comments, the likes. It's much appreciated to the channel, as I said before. And thanks for having me tonight, guys. Hope I've entertained you and hope you've enjoyed the show. So now we're going to wrap up the show. And thanks for joining me, guys.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feedme, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.